Can you introduce yourself and your experience in data center management?
Certainly, I have over 8 years of experience managing data center infrastructure in high availability environments. My responsibilities have included overseeing capacity planning, managing power and cooling systems, ensuring redundancy, leading infrastructure expansion projects, coordinating incident response, and implementing DCIM platforms. I've worked closely with networking, cloud, and security teams, and I specialize in designing scalable, fault-tolerant environments. My goal is always to maintain maximum uptime while optimizing operational efficiency.
What do you believe are the core responsibilities of a data center infrastructure manager?
A data center infrastructure manager ensures that all physical, electrical, and mechanical systems run reliably and efficiently. This includes power distribution, cooling management, rack layout planning, asset lifecycle management, vendor supervision, environmental monitoring, security, and DR preparedness. I'm also responsible for coordinating preventive maintenance, ensuring SLA compliance, reducing PUE, and planning future capacity aligned with business growth.
How do you ensure high availability?
I ensure uptime through a combination of redundancy, N+1 or 2N, real-time environmental monitoring, strict change management, proactive maintenance, and disaster readiness. Unexpected failures are mitigated by backup UPS systems, generators, redundant cooling paths, and automated failover mechanisms. I also conduct regular drills and performance tests to validate readiness.
How do you approach capacity planning?
I use historical data from DCIM tools to analyze trends in power usage, cooling demand, rack density, and floor space utilization. Based on growth forecasts from application, cloud, and business teams, I build capacity models for 6-12 to 18 months. I also maintain a safe buffer to handle rapid scaling requirements. Capacity planning is iterative, updated quarterly to align with new projects.
Explain your experience managing power and cooling.
I manage UPS units, PDUS, generators, switchgear, CRAC, CRAH units, in-row cooling, VFD controls, and airflow systems. I regularly review PUE and adopt cooling optimizations like hot/cold aisle containment, blanking panels, floor tile alignment, and sensor mapping. I collaborate with facilities teams on preventive maintenance, fuel quality checks, battery health tests, and thermal scanning.
Describe a major incident you handled.
We had a UPS module failure that caused a partial load drop during peak operations. I immediately executed the incident protocol, shifted load to redundant UPS paths, stabilized service availability, and coordinated with vendors for rapid replacement. Post-incident, I led the RCA, discovered the root cause was battery degradation, and implemented new monitoring and replacement policies to prevent future failures.
How do you manage hardware lifecycle?
Every asset is tagged via barcode or RFID and logged in the CMDB integrated with DCIM. I track warranty expiration, performance degradation, MTBF, refresh cycles, and vendor support contracts. When equipment reaches EOL, I schedule decommissioning and ensure secure data destruction according to ISO standards.
What is your approach to DR?
I define recovery objectives, RTO, RPO, identify critical systems, design redundant architectures, and maintain active/passive or active/active failover sites. I conduct semi-annual DR tests to validate recovery steps. Documentation is regularly updated and communicated across teams. I also ensure backups are tested and stored off-site.
How do you manage vendors and contractors?
I maintain vendor scorecards for SLA adherence, response time, and quality. I conduct quarterly business reviews, negotiate contracts based on performance, and ensure all on-site work complies with safety, security, and operational guidelines. I'm also strict about only certified personnel handling critical infrastructure.
What physical security controls do you implement?
I ensure multi-layered security, including biometric access, man-traps, CCTV, 24/7 surveillance, access logging, and badge audits. Visitors must follow strict escort rules. I work closely with security teams during risk assessments, compliance audits, and policy updates. All access is reviewed monthly.
How do you handle change management?
All changes follow a documented approval workflow. I ensure impact assessments, backout plans, stakeholder communication, and scheduling during maintenance windows. After execution, a post-implementation review helps confirm success and capture lessons.
What strategies do you use to reduce PUE and improve efficiency?
I implement airflow optimization, containment strategies, regular equipment maintenance, variable speed fans, economizers, and consolidation through virtualization. I also evaluate energy-efficient hardware and remove stranded power/cooling capacity. Monitoring PUE helps identify long-term trends.
Why are you the best fit for this role?
I bring a blend of technical depth, operational discipline, strong incident management skills, and experience driving data center expansion while improving efficiency. My focus on reliability, cost control, and proactive planning makes me an asset for any mission-critical environment.
If temperature spikes suddenly, what do?
I first validate the sensor data in the DCIM, check for stuck track valves, failed compressors, blocked airflow, or containment breaches. I dispatch technicians, temporarily increase cooling, or redistribute workloads. After stability, I perform RCA and add sensors, preventative maintenance tasks, or airflow corrections as needed.
What is your experience with hot/cold aisle containment?
I've led multiple containment projects, performing CFD analysis before implementation. I ensure proper sealing, blanking panels, floor tile optimization, and pressure balancing. These projects typically reduce energy consumption by 10 to 20% and significantly improve cooling efficiency.
How do you execute an RCA?
My approach includes data collection, cross-team interviews, timeline reconstruction, root cause identification using methods like 5 whys or fishbone diagrams, validation tests, and documenting corrective actions. The goal is to prevent recurrence, not assign blame.
How do you balance uptime with operational costs?
I continuously analyze power usage, cooling efficiency, and hardware performance to identify savings opportunities. I optimize load distribution, consolidate servers, upgrade to efficient technologies, and renegotiate vendor contracts. But I never compromise redundancy for savings where uptime is business critical.
What do you do when a critical device fails?
Validate failure through logs, verify redundancy is working, initiate immediate failover if needed, coordinate rapid replacement, test restored systems, and update CMDB and RCA documentation.
How do you collaborate with other teams?
I set up weekly meetings with facilities, networking, cloud, security, and DevOps teams. I maintain shared dashboards, follow standardized escalation procedures, and ensure transparent communication during incidents. Collaboration improves problem-solving during outages or upgrades.
How do you maintain safety in the data center?
I enforce LOTO procedures, PPE usage, OSHA compliance, fire suppression system checks, cable management standards, and emergency response plans. I also train staff on electrical safety, ESD precautions, and evacuation procedures.
What if the generator fails during a utility outage?
I rely on UPS runtime to maintain operations, attempt manual generator start, switch to secondary generator if available, and dispatch facilities team immediately. After power is restored, I lead an RCA to identify issues, fuel, battery, starter, coolant, and update maintenance procedures.
What cabling standards do you follow?
I follow TIA 942 for data center cabling, TIA 606B for labeling, and ISO/IEC 11801 for structured cabling. This ensures uniformity, optimal airflow, and ease of troubleshooting.
How do you stay updated with advancements?
By attending Data Center World, AFCOM events, vendor workshops, and following ASHRAE thermal guidelines. I also research new technologies like liquid cooling, immersion cooling, and AI-based capacity forecasting. Continuous learning keeps the data center future-ready.
Why are you the best choice for this role?
I bring a proven track record of managing high-availability data centers, improving efficiency, reducing costs, and strengthening reliability. My blend of hands-on expertise, leadership abilities, problem-solving skills, and strategic planning makes me an ideal fit for a modern, scalable, mission-critical data center environment.